All right, welcome back to this wonderful channel where we'll bring you back-to-back update. Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB lawyer fumes as Supreme Court's failure to release true copy of judgment. Aloy Ejimako, the special counsel to Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, on Thursday vowed to take strong actions against the inability of the Supreme Court to transmit the certified copy of its December judgment to the Federal High Court in Abuja. Ejimako disclosed this after his routine meeting with Kanu and his defense team at the Department of the State Service DSS facility in Abuja. In December 2023, the Supreme Court turned down an appeal to release the embattled IPOB leader from detention. The Apex Court had overturned the appeal court judgment that discharged and acquitted Kanu of all terrorism charges. In its judgment delivered by Justice Emmanuel Ajin but written by Justice Gaba Lawal, the Supreme Court ruled that although the Nigerian government recklessly and unlawfully rendered Kanu from Kenya, such an unlawful act has not divested any court from proceeding with trial. The court also ordered Kanu to return to the Federal High Court in Abuja to continue his trial for terrorism. However, the Supreme Court had yet to transmit the certified true copy of its judgment to the Federal High Court. Ejimako posted on X, "Update, I have exited today's meeting with MNK in the company of Prince Emma Kanu and Barrister Nnemeka. The theme of our discussion centered on the persistent failure of the Supreme Court to certify its judgment and transmit the case file to the High Court. We shall take strong actions." This one is coming from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's legal counsel Ejimako, who has said that the Supreme Court is yet to release the certified copy of the judgment of the December 2023, and that is, of course, you know that the Supreme Court referred the case back to this Federal High Court. It is more as if the case is starting back again, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer is very, very angry over this particular issue. In Imo State Polytechnic, a student has been reported missing after visiting her boyfriend. Gift Ajuruchi, a final year student of Federal Polytechnic in Nekede, Owerri, Imo State, has been declared missing. She was said to have visited her boyfriend in Edo on January 8th. Thereafter, her whereabouts became unknown. The younger sister of the student, in a post on social media, said she has not heard from nor seen her sister since she left home. She said when she called her sister's phone, her abductors answered it and said she had been kidnapped and would not be released. Please help us share this update and picture of my sister, Gift Chizoba Ajuruchi, a final year student of Federal Polytechnic Nekede, Owerri, Imo State, who went to Edo State to visit her boyfriend on Monday 8 January 2023 at Upper Winner Street, Ejo, in Edo State, the post reads. Since that day, we have neither seen her nor heard from her. When we called her number, her abductor said she has been kidnapped and won't be set free. It was when we tracked the number of my sister through the police that we got to know about the location and address. The police went there but could not get any trace of her. I want to appeal to the government of Edo State to kindly look into the matter. I also want to beg anyone with useful information about her whereabouts to quickly contact these phone numbers. As it is, this young girl is reported missing after she went to visit her boyfriend in Edo State since 28 January 2024. Up until now, the family have not heard from her, and according to the family, she was called and the abductors picked the phone and confirmed that she has been kidnapped and she will not be released. And according to the family, they took it up contacted the police, and after that, the police tracked the number to one address in Edo State, of which the police, on their arrival to that place, could not be able to find any trace of the girl in question. And I would say, students, please, whatever you are doing, please be careful. This issue of love, finding someone you don't know before from one state to another, it has led many people to too many things. I'll advise the students to be very careful, as it is in Ibadan. According to the explosion that happened a few days ago, the government has been able to identify the culprits in Ibadan explosion, and they have promised justice. The Oyo State government has identified the company that stored the explosives on Dejo Oyele Street, Adeyi Avenue, Old Bojida, Ibadan. Addressing journalists at the briefing room of the Governor's Office Secretariat, Agodi, Ibadan, on Wednesday, Governor Seyi Makinde promised to bring the culprit to justice. Those who brought this tragedy on Oyo State will be brought to book, he said. Mr. Makinde called for calm, assuring that the state government has been on top of the situation and that it was leaving no stone unturned regarding the search and rescue of victims and the rubbles of the incident, as well as the welfare of victims and security of their properties. He maintained that it was a trying time for the state and that its people must draw on their strength and resilience and be their brother's keeper. A statement by the special advisor media to the state governor, Suleiman Olarewenju, quoted Mr. Makinde to have stated that as part of measures by the government to address the situation, it has set up an emergency operations center to oversee search and rescue. He promised that search and rescue efforts will continue until all lives in the vicinity of the blast were accounted for, adding that the government has also made provisions with hotels to accommodate victims and those living close to the site of the incidents once they are able to identify themselves. The governor disclosed that President Bola Tinubu had spoken to him to commiserate with families who lost loved ones of the incident and promised the support of the federal government. He expressed gratitude to the president for also deploying the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, which he noted was on the ground at the scene of the explosion. The governor recounted that so far, there were 3 deaths from the incident and that the number of injured was 77. He warned residents to be wary of spreading fake figures and misinformation regarding the fatalities and the number of casualties. Ahead of the press conference, the governor visited some victims of the incident at different hotels around Bojida, Idi Ekpe, and Ikoroba, where the state government is providing accommodation and feeding for them. Since yesterday, our security agencies, first responders, emergency service, and all other relevant agencies have been working diligently as they carry out the search and rescue operation. I say my condolence and also to the families of the disease, those who have lost their loved ones in the Ibadan explosion, and the governor of that state, Oyo, has said that the culprit has been identified and they will face justice. According to the information that the governor is trying to pass, that those who stored the explosive in part of the building that got exploded has been known and they will be apprehended and face justice. But the issue is that the government have not been able to tell the people what kind of explosive that has been stored in that particular building and what is it used for. I think the government should be as open as that in order to let the people to know what is happening around their vicinity. Because one thing is that yes, there is security. The police will do their work, the army will do their work, but it's also the works of the citizen. The work of the citizens to be able to inform the security personnel on what is happening within their environment and their area. On beefing on that information, that will be the only thing that will enable the security personnel to drive into action. As it is, this is where I'll be winding down on this edition. And if this is your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you'll be the first we'll collect them. Thank you for listening. God bless you.